So, yes, thank you. So as you probably know, because of both the languages being spoken in our hallways and the amazing energy of the community, we have embraced the Latino community here at Scaling New Heights. Yes, absolutely. And I have a particular passion for this group because they are so motivated. They're amazing heroes. They are the best of what it means to be an immigrant bringing value to this country. And they are the fastest growing sector of the accounting industry. They are to be embraced. And not only do we have Spanish tracks in the Spanish language, but I also wanted you to understand a little bit more about their community within the accounting profession and the small business owners who are Latinos. Because whether you speak Spanish or not, and I only speak my high school level Spanish, regrettably, right? Whether you speak Spanish or not, most of the Latino community is more generous to our language than we as Americans are to theirs. They speak our language, and they're business owners, and they need help. So just coming up here in just a minute, you're going to learn more about this community and how you can support them. But I want to say I'm holding up a copy of a book. We can't zoom in on it today. Yeah. Its English version is Accounting for the Number Phobic. And it is an amazing book. It's sitting on my shelf, and the author is an amazing woman, Dawn Fotopoulos, and a professor herself. And I am so excited that this book is now in Spanish. So because of that, and because Dawn, as you can tell, shares my passion for the Latino community, I've asked her to moderate a panel of Latino practitioners. I'm going to introduce Dawn. I'm going to let her introduce her panelists. Welcome to the stage, Dawn Fotopoulos.
Thank you, Joe. Well, everybody wants to grow their business, don't they? But the question is how? You've heard about niche marketing. You've heard about, how do you find that underserved segment of the marketplace, because that's where you can premium price what you're doing. What if it was possible to find a niche in the marketplace that was $1 trillion opportunity? We're numbers people. That T makes a difference, right? Not only $1 trillion opportunity, but in the next 15 minutes or so, our 5-star panel, who are ultimate insiders, thought leaders in this space, are going to tell you, even the non-Spanish speakers, the English speakers, how to engage in this unbelievable opportunity. How does that sound? Okay. So let's get started. So we're going to take you through the path to the $1 trillion Latino small business opportunity. I am Dawn Fotopoulos. I'm Associate Professor of Business at the King's College. I am the author of Contabilidad para Numerofóbicos. So now you can be number phobic in 3 languages, English, Chinese, and Spanish. And what you don't realize is the people that are on this panel are responsible with my publisher to make sure that Number Phobic was available to the Latino community. So please give them a hand, okay? So let me introduce our amazing world-class panelists. Mariette Martinez, who you know. Carmen Manrique. Antonio Martinez, also known as Tony. And Vanessa Ocampo. So what I ask each of the panelists to do is to tell us one thing about themselves that you should probably know, but don't. So Mariette, let's start with you.
So I want to share something that's really interesting about my story is that we have a very strong entrepreneurial line in our family. My grandmother immigrated from Mexico in the 1940s with 11 children. All of them became Latino business owners. The third youngest, my mother, opened a chain of 30 restaurants over a span of 27 years and became a mommypreneur of 6 children, and 4 of them are Latino business owners. So obviously, we are born into the entrepreneurial spirit.
Wow. Woo! Incredible.
Well, besides working on my business, I create and translate content for the John Maxwell coaching program.
Hi, when I started with Latino Tax Bureau about 7 years ago, we had about 500 members, and over time we've been growing and having a lot of content in English and Espanol. Now we're at we have 10,000 members that reach about 500,000 small business owners through that channel.
Good morning to everybody. For me, it is an honor to have been a valedictorian of my class when I graduated from my business administration concentration in finance. So for 2,500 students, I was valedictorian for my school.
So we're going to talk about Latino power, and I'm going to play devil's advocate. So I don't know if Latinos are really powering prosperity across the United States. I mean, look, guys, we understand you grew up in the culture. It makes sense to you. It's comfortable for you. But how really big is this opportunity? Talk to us about what the potential is.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen and friends and colleagues, this is just a conversation. And we want you to meet the Latino. So the Latino is young. They're exceedingly educated, they're socially connected, and they're highly entrepreneurial. With over 57 million Latinos in the US, that's over 17% of our population. But what's even more exciting is the median age is 28. That means they're just getting started in our economy and in the future of work. But what I think is absolutely amazing, and this is all research that you all have access to, is that the Latinos contribute $2.13 trillion to the U.S. GDP. So let me put that into perspective of numbers, because we love that. If the U.S. Latino population's GDP was its own economy, it would be the 7th largest economy in the world. Is that huge? Do we want a piece of that? Hopefully we do. But what's more exciting than their massive purchase power and this growing and scaling population is that 1 in every 4 entrepreneurs is Latino. 1 in every 4 entrepreneurs Latino. So why does that even matter to any of you? Because Latinos are driving the force of where all you need to be. They are our future, and we want you to be part of it. We want you to be part of their mission, of this message to empower all small business owners, both English-speaking and Spanish-speaking.
So think of it this way. If you take a look at this slide, in 2002, there were a little over 1.5 million Latino business owners or business owned in the U.S. In 2017, that number is 2.5 times the size. And so you're getting not only a sense of the scale that Marriott was talking about, but the growth is staggering.
Yep.
It is the fastest growing segment of any of the entrepreneurial segments in the United States. Over $700 billion in revenue from the Latino business owner community alone.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so here's the question now for Carmen. Okay, let's talk about the myth. Latinos, Latino business owners. I mean, aren't they sort of like cash businesses? Aren't they sort of in the fringes? I mean, are they really legitimate? Can we talk privately? I mean, it's a private conversation. I mean, they're not mainstream businesses, right?
Right, but there's one thing about them that in my experience, I have clients that, for example, they would qualify for loans if they had a set of clean books, you know. Also, after the baby boomers, the Latino is a big boom in the United States, and it takes a couple generations to raise children that are educated, that are ready to go in businesses. And now we have all the millennials that are not only bilingual, but they are bicultural. They cross from culture to culture with ease, and they create so much businesses. So it's not true anymore. There's a lot of potential there. We just need to keep a good set of clean books for them, right? And get them qualified.
And we're the clean books people. Okay, there's a lot of work out there. And what's really amazing, don't miss this, is this population has a cost of capital that's about twice what it should be because they don't think they qualify, and in fact, they do. And if we were out there helping them, their cost of capital would go down because they would have the books, they would have the financials, and they are imminently mainstreamable, and please don't miss that. And the millennials that Carmen was talking about are very sophisticated people. They are bicultural, they are bilingual, and they want to take their businesses from a C, Schedule C, to Subchapter S, to incorporate, to legitimize, to mainstream, and all of us here are the bridge to making that happen. So here's the other question. Latinos are cheap, right? I mean, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for advisory services, Tony, right?
Yeah, well, we've noticed a trend with our organization because traditionally we've been a tax organization, Latino Tax Pro. Most of our members are just tax pros. They serve individual clients. But over the past 5-6 years, more of our members have been asking, hey, show me how to complete a 1065 partnership, more complex tax return. Show me an 1120S. Well, I was like, why? Are you getting clients that are asking you about that? Like, yeah, of course. There's my Schedule Cs now are looking to incorporate. These guys come in, they've been working construction, and now they're looking to become a partnership. So there's been a demand from our members looking to offer bookkeeping services. So before it was like 1 in 3 members would offer it. Now it's over half of our members. These are all percentages of our member base of our organization of 10,000 members are offering bookkeeping services, and they keep asking. That's one of the reasons why Tus Tres Maestras, you guys are going to be at our national convention, right, teaching bookkeeping.
Hopefully we'll see you there.
and teaching all these concepts because the demand is coming from the end user customer, the small business, looking to learn more. And now with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, it may be more favorable to be a C Corp. And so those conversations and that content that we create and deliver drive engagement, and that engagement naturally then brings the small business community on board. So it's a very exciting time right now.
It is an exciting time. So now that we know the potential is enormous, we know the growth is there, we know that only us in this room really see it. So there's very little competition out there. It's very fragmented, which means that's opportunity for us. So Vanessa, take us through the roadmap of how all of us in this room can engage both Spanish speakers as well as English speakers.
Yes, Dawn. The roadmap to the Latino market, it is very simple for all of you. Number one, you need to connect. You need to be hyper-local. You need to go again and build that trust. Be real pro-advisors and just go out there and meet the community and be able to create that familiarity, be part of their family. That's number one. Number two, you need to become mainstream. You need to help these businesses to build their efficiencies, be able to develop the financial freedom that they need through monthly financial reviews. You need to be there for them. And number three, you need to be the bridge. You need to partner with the companies that are already serving the Latino community and be able to be the bridge between one company and the other, like companies that will provide the real funding that they need. For example, like Camino Financials that we use because they're the ones helping the Latino community right now, and you can do that partnership with them as well.
And here's the beauty. When you connect to people that are already in the community, there is a trust factor that is built that you don't have to build. You can partner with these people. In fact, everybody up here on the stage are the ultimate insiders, and you should find them at the conference because they want to speak to you. They want to brainstorm with you. And Camino Financial is doing unbelievable work in the California market, and they are expanding. And they are that bridge to mainstreaming so many of these businesses. So if you want to know more information, here's some next steps. You can register on Tus Tres Maestras, which is both in English and in, raise your hands, who are the three maestras, right? There they are.
Honorary maestras.
Oh, yes, honorary. Yes, it's both in English and in Spanish. It is the trifecta of the internal Latin small business owners market. But basically, it's a hub online where everything that's happening in the Spanish entrepreneurial space you can read about. But most importantly, if you register and the link is there and it's available to you, you can download the resources page. The other thing, too, is make sure you go to Latino Tax Pro, which is in the exhibit hall, because not only do they have even more information on the marketplace, but there's something very exciting coming up at the end of July. Tony, would you tell us about it, please?
Yes, indeed. If you're looking to really see and learn and taste and smell this market, and I like calling it also the multicultural market overall. The best place to do that is July 31st through August 2nd. We'll be at the MGM in Las Vegas. We expect about 2,500 professionals across the nation. Joe's going to be one of our speakers. A lot of the exhibitors you see here are going to be there, like Right Networks, Receive Bank, Intuit, Canon, and the Tres Maestras are going to be there speaking as well. We do our classes in English and Espanol, and we have practice management class. The IRS will be there, the Franchise Tax Board from California. So that's the best place to really see the market. And if anybody is interested in being there, we'll be more than happy to offer you a free guest pass to attend. Just let us know.
Do we like free guest passes in this room?
Free guest passes. Don't miss this.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, definitely. So just go to our booth, Latino Tax Plus, like the home base for us. We're in the exhibit hall, and come up with us with any questions regarding the market, or even if you have any questions about the tax reform, we're able to answer those as well.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. So here's the deal. We're going to move forward together. We move forward together as a community. And there's a way to say that in Spanish. Do you know this? Mariette's been talking about it on social media for a long time. Juntos adelante. Okay, so we're going to all say it together. And I'm going to say it, okay, as a war cry. So on a count of 3, all of us are going to say it together. Juntos adelantes. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Juntos adelante. Please thank our panel for their hard work. They are here for you. Get to know them. Thank you so much.